Hi, kids. It's so good to see you again for another week. Hey, I'm wondering, have you ever heard the saying, my eyes are playing tricks on me? You know, sometimes our eyes see one thing and our brain sees something else, and they just don't communicate to each other correctly. This happens a lot of times when we're looking at optical illusions. Our eyes can really be tricked. So I'm going to show you a few and see what you see. What about on this first one? What do you see? You know, some people see a duck. Some people see a rabbit. Some people can see both. I'll help you out with this one. If you see a rabbit, then these are the ears, the head, the eye, and the rabbit is looking that way, over here. If you see a duck, then this is the bill of the duck, the head, the eye, and the duck is looking over this way. Can you see that? Or are your eyes playing tricks on you? What about this one? How many legs does this elephant have? Some people see 7 legs. Some see 6, 5. Well, you know what? This elephant only has 4 real legs. But our eyes can easily see more than that when we look at the picture. Our eyes are playing tricks on us. Now this last one, it's kind of a lot of splotches. Black splotches on a white background. Or is it white splotches on a black background? Can you see anything? I'm going to leave this one here while I tell you the story for today. Our Bible story is from the book of Luke, chapter 24, and it's about 2 men who were having a difficult time seeing correctly. Now, Cleopas and his friend were walking down the road from Jerusalem to Emmaus, and the road was dusty and sandy. They were both very sad because they were missing Jesus. They knew that Jesus had died on the cross and was put in a tomb, and they were just very sad that that happened to him. As they walked along, a man joined them, and he asked, "What are you guys talking about?" And they said, "Well, haven't you heard? It's about Jesus of Nazareth, and he was a prophet from God to all the people. He said and did many powerful things. But then he died on a cross, and it is now the 3rd day since this happened. This morning, some women among us went to his tomb, but they did not find his body there. Instead, they saw a vision of angels, and the angels told them that Jesus was alive." The 2 men looked very sad and confused, and they didn't know what to do or what to think. Well, now, who do you think that man was that joined them on the road? If you were thinking Jesus, you are correct. But for whatever reason, Cleopas and his friend didn't recognize Jesus. So Jesus went on to explain to them that God promised that Jesus was the Savior. And he told them that Jesus had to suffer, just like the prophets of old said that he would. As they kept walking closer to the town of Emmaus, Jesus acted as if he was not going to stay. But the 2 men said, "No, please come in. It's late. Just spend the night." So Jesus sat down with them and took some bread, and he gave thanks for the food and divided it and gave it to them. And as soon as he did that, they recognized him. They knew that this was Jesus. But in the Bible, it also says, as soon as they recognized him, he disappeared. Isn't that amazing? Now I love the next part of the story, because it says that Cleopas and his friend got up and immediately went back to Jerusalem. They found the 11 apostles and others gathered there, and they ran and told them that Jesus is alive, that they had seen him. Well, I think that they might have thought that their eyes were playing tricks on them, because of course at first Jesus was with them and they didn't recognize him, and then they did recognize him, and then in the Bible it says that he disappeared. Now that is quite a story. Well, now I wonder, have you been looking at this picture during the story? Have you seen anything in it? I'll give you a little hint. There is a face up in this area. These are the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the beard. Can you see it? Maybe this will help. This is a shaded picture. Can you see the face now? Right, it's the face of Jesus. You know, we're kind of like the two men in the story. Jesus has been with us here this whole time, and we probably didn't recognize him. But now, whenever I see this picture, I don't see black and white splotches anymore. I always see the face of Jesus looking at us. Now, we might not be able to walk and talk with Jesus or share in a loaf of bread, but I know that if we open our eyes, we can see Jesus in our world. We can see him in the doctors and nurses taking care of sick people. We can see him in our neighbors who are stepping up and helping each other. I know that I would be able to see Jesus in you as you show kindness to others. So this week, I encourage you to keep your eyes open and look for Jesus this week. I know if you try, your eyes will not play tricks on you. You will be able to see him everywhere in our world. So until next week, keep washing those hands, keep wearing those masks, and stay safe during our quarantine. Have a great week.